What's going on, everybody? The Rose here. Welcome back to Less Than Serious. We're finally getting an episode off. I've been trying to do a show for the last few weeks, but between snowstorms knocking my power out, Casey being sick, and
Again,
whatnot. Yeah, again. Hello, Casey, by the way. We're finally here. He's sounding much better than last week, where he had to step away from his own show about 5 times when we were trying to do a live watch along of the boring as shit Elimination Chamber. Um, that being said, welcome to the show. This is episode 120 of Less Than Serious. Uh, Introducing my co-host as always, Casey is Raw and MK Kratos. Kratos,
hey,
we'll start with you, Kratos. What's been going on with you over
Yo,
the past month or so?
nothing much. I've just been doing my own thing, doing a little podcast about sports predictions as of late with a couple of friends in Canada.
All right,
A
that's
special
cool.
stream now planned for next Sunday or the selection Sunday of the college basketball tournament.
Is that at night you doing that or during the day?
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
Is it at night or during the day? Kratos, can you hear me?
he's dead. He's dead.
At night. Sorry.
Can you guys
What
hear?
happened?
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
I wasn't sure if Kratos can hear me because I was trying to ask him: is his thing he's doing next week, is that at night or during the day?
It's at night.
Oh, okay, so you can't hear me. Okay, so it's at night. All right.
Oh, it's Tex. It's Tex's fault. He says he put a curse on me now.
Put a curse on Casey's lead.
Hmm.
Put a curse on Casey's
Well,
juicy
I
now.
guess because I can't hear y'all. I can only hear y'all. I can hear y'all through the stream. I just can't hear y'all on the call.
That's weird.
Uh,
Well, I can't hear Rose on here. I guess I can hear Casey. I can't hear Rose.
I hear you. Hold on. Are you saying you can't hear the Rose on the stream?
I can hear him on stream. I can't hear him on Discord.
Why don't you leave and come back?
Casey, you can hear me on
Hold on.
Discord, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Weird. How come you can hear me and he can't? It's got to be his settings.
Now
Yeah.
we're good. Now we're good.
Okay, now we're good. Jesus Christ! Never a dull moment with this cursed fucking show. This show has been absolutely cursed. We've been trying to do shows. We've only done, this is the third show we've done in 3 months. Because between me being sick, Casey being sick, really no worth fucking while news or anything to talk about. And like I said, a snowstorm knocking my fucking power out last week. That was great. Or not last week, but 2 weeks ago. That was fucking great. 14 hours with no power. That sucked ass after we got buried in 2 feet of fucking snow.
But hold on, you always say you lose power just by when. Like it seems like if I would just come by and fart, you
Dude, no joke.
you
Where I live, it's a
Christ.
lot of fucking trees. We had like 3 trees come down during that fucking snowstorm.
I'm just saying that
One of them almost fell on my neighbor's house. It landed like freaking
damn.
It landed like 10 feet in front of it. The whole tree didn't come down, but it's split in half from the weight of the snow being on it. The fucking tree split in half, and the part of it that came down freaking landed about maybe 10 feet in front of my neighbor's house.
remember about.
Sounds
I was
like sounds like a Tom and Jerry moment. Did it split down the middle?
Actually, yes. The top half of the tree came down, and the fucking trunk is still standing.
I remember before I moved to Pennsylvania,
What's going
living
on,
with
Tex,
my
by the way?
parents. We had a very bad ice storm, and I think it was me and my dad were in the living room, and it sounded like a shotgun going off, but it's because the ice on the tree, it just snapped the tree in
Dude,
half.
we had, like I said, we had about 3 freaking trees come down. We had power lines fucking snapping off the freaking poles from the weight of the snow and the ice and the wind. It was ridiculous.
I just had freezing. I just had rain for about almost like 3 of the past 5 days last week.
Yeah, it's lucky
Well,
that's all you got. Thankfully, the weather here is warmed up. It hit 74 degrees today. So the rest of that 2
well,
feet of snow that was survived is gone now.
well, Friday I had tornado warnings here. I heard the sirens going off, but I was like, eh. Like, what am I gonna do? I guess I could hide in the fucking bathroom, but I'm like,
Well,
fuck it.
they say you should hide under something heavy or lay face down in the bathtub if you don't
Yeah.
have a basement.
Well, also you want to be somewhere where like there's no glass, like I could hide in the closet or the bathroom.
Yeah, they say be in the interior most room of your house, surrounded by as many walls as possible. If you don't have a basement, or if you have to, get underneath something heavy that could hopefully protect you, or lay down face first in the bathtub.
I'm pretty sure Dick would be hiding under me. He's like, hey, he's pretty heavy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Hey, he said it. I didn't. Well, Casey, at least you're feeling better. Glad you're feeling better. So, we got some topics for tonight. You can see them up here on the screen. We got
I
Paramount.
found another topic
What's that?
like Bungie encouraging critics and reviewers to hold off on their full marathon reviews until later in the month when their in-game zone becomes available.
So why didn't they just release the game altogether in one fucking piece? That's the problem.
Marathon literally just came out on March 5th.
Right, and apparently
And
they didn't release the whole game. Like that's the problem
it's
with
their
modern video
in-game
games.
zone. But they made this the last time they made this mistake involving having people review the game early before the first raid came out was with D1 before Vault of Glass came out. Because people were reviewing the game before the first raid.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Why don't they just release everything together? Like I don't get it. That's the problem with modern gaming these days. Every game gets released in a fucking beta state, and then it takes a year or two for all of the fucking content to finally be available.
People are calling this review tampering in my camps. People I know are calling this review tampering.
Oh, you know what? If they don't want bad reviews, they should release, everything. I mean, DLC is one thing, but all of their game modes and everything should be released at once and not having to wait a couple of weeks.
This is why physical games back in retro was a good thing, because you either sent the game is done and you send it out, or if it's buggy, it's just buggy. But usually you want to finish it before you send it out. Nowadays, because we could send it out early and then we could just send a patch.
Yeah, have you noticed that every game you buy now has a day one patch? Like, why do you need a day one patch? The game should be released in its most playable state, and then you can update it through patches later.
Exactly.
You shouldn't release a game and then you have to, before you get to play it, you have to first of all download the rest of it, because all the data is not on the discs anymore, which they do. A lot of companies do that to keep people from fucking pirating the games, which they figure out how to do anyways most of the time.
Yeah, just look at Star Wars: Red Revenge.
And then on top of that, you got to download a fucking patch. So when you're buying a game, you're not even buying the whole game. You got to download the rest of it.
Now here's the thing. Here's devil's advocate here. Day one patches are usually so you can have access to play the game online.
That too.
Which some games are making a requirement now.
But even single player offline games are having day one patches.
Exactly.
At least Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, they'll have some of the games on the card. While ever since the PS4 and the Xbox One, there's no game actually on. You're not playing on the disc no more. It's just it's an installation disc. That's all it
Oh,
is.
here's a Project Helix with Xbox. Project Helix.
Yeah, I saw that. I also saw industry insiders are projecting the console to cost anywhere between $1,000 and $1,200.
Yeah, I figured as much too. It's supposed to be on par with mid to high range gaming PCs. I'm not surprised.
Fuck that shit.
I can tell you right now that console's gonna bomb fucking harder than any other Xbox console ever has.
Speaking of bombing, did y'all? I don't know if you. Before we get into the main topics, did you hear the report about Sony trying to get PlayStation games to not be on Steam anymore?
I heard they were pulling their single player games from PC. Yeah,
I still think that's the stupidest idea. They got more players on Steam than they have on console for most of the games.
Well, if it's a stupid move, then it's gonna cost them dearly.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, since today is what day it is, Happy International Women's Day, everyone.
Oh, is that today? I thought that was a couple days ago.
That's today.
Oh shit! Damn. Had I known that, I would have.
They released a game called Woman Simulator.
Woman Simulator. Is it the Twitch is doing something for International Women's Day too? And they're celebrating by having women play a cooking game. And a lot of women were not happy about it.
Woman Simulator was about you portray yourself as a 1950s or 60s woman cooking, cleaning, and doing all sorts of like.
Oh, that's the game that's the game that Twitch was that Twitch was having for celebration for today.
Yeah, people were honestly asking, where's the part in the game where you poisoned the husband? Like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's fun.
It was pretty damn bad.
Yeah, people were not happy about that.
What's up, Jupiter? How you doing?
Pretty sure that's Tex's game right there. I think he would like that.
That would be something Tex would enjoy a lot.
What's going on, Jupiter? Casey's used to being in the closet.
This is my home away from home, Jupiter. By the way, Jupiter is one of my co-hosts for my podcast for sports predictions.
Yo. Well, since we're talking,
Casey,
to talk about games and women, I was kind of hoping this was going to come out to PlayStation, but it's a game on Steam called Karen.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I saw that too.
I saw that trailer too. Rated E, entitled.
So I was kind of hoping that it came out to the consoles, but it was only for Steam. It was like, motherfucker.
Christ.
I mean, you can play, what? You can't handle playing games at PC, you fucking pleb? Well, maybe your laptop might not be able to handle it.
I'm not PC Master Race like you guys.
I'm not Master Race.
I'm not even PC Master Race. What you talking about? I still got an Xbox.
I'm not Master Race either. I'm far from it. I only play a few games and obviously retro stuff.
Mm-hmm.
On the mainly console guy, but I mean, I used to play games on computers, but like I bet I could play games on my laptop, but that just doesn't seem like fun.
Jesus Christ, Tex, I'm not even going to read that one.
Well, it didn't even come up.
That's why I just showed it, but because I know text, but I'm not reading it out loud.
I'm not reading that one out loud.
It's that bad. I gotta see what it says. I mean, where's it in? I mean, I didn't see it come up.
I saw it on the OBS comments. Yeah, it didn't come. Oh, what's going on, TSS? You know, his comment, TSS's comment didn't show up on my OBS.
I see it there now. Oh my God.
What's going on, TSS?
He'll play the wife beater. He's gonna play the.
All right, no more of that.
Funny, it's a joke. Come on.
Yeah, we'll tell that to YouTube. Anyway, so we got 4 topics tonight. We actually technically have more than 4, but all the topics are going to be lumped together that we have. So there's 2 of them related to video games versus the United States government. There's 2 of them, well, this is the only one here with the Seattle Seahawks owner selling the team. There's a bit of another NFL news thing that's been out for a little while. I'm just going to go over it slightly in case anyone's missed it. We got Wendy's hiring taste testers while closing down 130 stores.
Tommy?
And then we have Paramount winning the war with Netflix to take Warner Bros.
That's a shocker right there. I was pretty sure Netflix had that in the bag. I mean, it was
Netflix don't give a crap about games.
Yeah,
Netflix don't give a crap about
Netflix.
games.
Yeah, Netflix would have. Netflix.
What's up, buddy?
Netflix would have killed. Oh, what's going on, Aru? I haven't seen you in a little while. Then again, we haven't been doing many shows lately. But so I figured since we were talking about video games, we might as well just go straight into that first.
Oh yeah.
So we got 2 of them. We can talk about the Karen, New York's Attorney General suing Valve. Or we could talk about the funnier one, Nintendo suing the U.S. government over tariffs.
Yeah,
let's go for the tariffs. Let's go tariff.
Yeah.
Do that one first? All right.
Nintendo.
Let's pop it up on this. Stop.
China.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with the fucking ads on the screen this week because one of
There's not like at least there's no like Playboy ads like we would expect for Casey streams whenever he's on a website like IGN.
A chair like that. That's something I need to have when I'm doing my show because I've been sitting on a fucking metal folding chair lately.
I have a chair. I have a chair like that, and it's falling apart. Anyways, this one was as of a few days ago. About 3 or so days ago by now. Is there a date on here? Yeah, March 6th, so 2 days ago. Nintendo has sued the United States government over unlawful tariffs, demanding a refund with interest. Aftermath was first to report the Nintendo lawsuit, which was filed in the United States Court of International Trade today, which obviously on Friday, so Friday. Nintendo is focusing on refunds of tariffs that were struck down last minute by the Supreme Court, which said President Trump's unprecedented use of the International Emergency Economic Power Act, the IEEPA, was illegal. Following the Supreme Court's decision, Trump introduced a new 10% global tariff rate. In early April last year, Trump held up a chart, which y'all seen it by now. This is it right here, with all the tariff percentages on it. Early April, Trump held up a chart while speaking during a Make America Wealthy Again trade announcement in the Rose Garden at the White House and declared Liberation Day. The announcement, yeah, Liberation Day. Look what we're doing now, fucking asshole. Anyways, Liberation Day confirmed additional tariffs targeting goods imported to the U.S. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency said it collected about $166 billion in duties and deposits under the emergency tariff imposed by Trump, according to Reuters. The CBP said a tariff refund system would be ready in 45 days. Trump's tariffs upended Nintendo Switch 2's pre-order plans, which I remember that because they pushed it back a few weeks. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Following the Liberation Day announcement, Nintendo took the unprecedented decision to delay the Switch 2 pre-orders in the United States, blaming the impact of Trump's tariffs and evaluating market conditions. Nintendo issued IGN the following statement at the time. Pre-orders for the Switch 2 in the U.S. will not start April 9th in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo will update timing later date. The launch date of June 5th was unchanged. Now you remember before I continue. You guys remember while they didn't up the price of the console, thankfully, they increased the price of all the accessories because of this.
Oh yeah.
The controllers went up. Their little shitty fucking 30 FPS 480p camera went up.
But why are they complaining about the pricing going up for like everything, all the accessories that people have to pay for anyway? If anything, the U.S. government should be suing them over it.
Well, they're suing they're suing the government because they had to push back the pre-order by a couple of weeks, and they almost had to like reevaluate everything and like redraw up a whole new plan. And they're
someone was paying over $600-700 in accessories to begin with, even with the tariffs. That's my point.
Well, they're arguing that they could have made more money on the Switch 2 pre-orders that if Trump never did what he did and making them, rethink some things and push back the pre-order date. We're going to get to the rest of the article. Nintendo announced a Switch 2 at $449.99 with a Mario Kart World bundle at $499.99. Mario Kart World was priced at $80, and people still bitch about it to this day. The company later hiked up the price of its accessories, as I had mentioned, including the Switch 2 Pro Controller, Joy-Con 2 pair, and Joy-Con 2 charging grip, although it keeps the price of the console the same. At the time Nintendo made its pre-order delay announcement, U.S. markets had tumbled after China hit back against Trump's tariffs. China, which then faced a 54% import tax, retaliated with the announcement of an additional 34% tax on the U.S. goods. Tariffs are essentially taxes placed on the cost of importing blah, blah, blah. We already know this. While it's possible for companies in the supply chain to simply eat those costs, more often that's not. These taxes are passed on to the consumers. Last year, Nintendo leaned on the Switch 2 unit imported from. They leaned on the units imported from Vietnam rather than China in order to maintain the $449.99 price of the console. Nintendo issued IGN the following statement: "We can confirm that we find a request. We have nothing else to share on the topic." And that's the end of it. So, bottom line, they're arguing that they could have made potentially more money if asshole didn't do what he did and raise the freaking tariffs, causing them to have to find a different manufacturing strategy last minute to finish their console manufacturing and get them out into the U.S. And Japan having to pay more money to import, the accessories and everything, which fell onto the consumer. It's a fucking mess.
White Castle
crap.
There's shrimp at White Castle now?
When will the government sue Casey for his AI slop? Never, because they like AI slop.
But look, you can get shrimp at White Castle now. Interesting.
Buttermilk shrimp at that.
Yes,
But
you are cursed. Yeah, we've been cursed long before Danhausen showed up in WWE.
Exactly.
You don't have to buy the accessories, says TSS. Plus, it was the
that's
only
true.
game that Nintendo charged $80 for. So many people were wrong that it was going to be the norm. Yeah. And they're still complaining about
Yeah.
$70. When people forget that Nintendo was charging $70 for video games 30 years ago.
That is true. Yeah, like only like I think during the GameCube and maybe on the N64, it became like $50 or $60 was the norm for the longest
It
time,
was, I
and then
believe, I believe it was $50 with the GameCube, and then when it went, and then when the Wii dropped, then it went up to. It started to go up to 60 slowly, like towards the end
yeah,
of, more
Yep.
towards when the Wii U came out, and then with the Switch, it went up to 70 towards the end of the Switch's life.
oh
Okay,
yeah,
well,
the first $20 game for the Switch
Tears of the
was
Kingdom. But
Tears of the Kingdom.
back in the day, you still had $70 N64 games. We even had in some cases $70 Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, well, it's because they had the chips in there, like the FX chip.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, actually, did you?
more sad though.
What's that?
The fact that you bring up the fact that like games used to be $50. People seem to forget that if you know you have a good game but you still at a smaller price, you're going to be surprised by the finished product. Because let's not forget, Madden 05 had to drop their price because they had to compete with ESPN NFL 2K5, which was only sold at a fair price of $20 across all platforms.
Yeah, and then after that, and then
outdoing Madden in terms of like features.
yeah,
believe it or not,
and then after that, Madden
Madden monopolized it.
Yeah, Madden monopolized it and shut down the ESPN football games.
Exactly.
I remember ESPN 2K5.
They
I
had
played
to
that game a
lower their
lot.
own price of standard 50 to even compete with ESPN NFL.
Yeah, the ESPN game was good. I remember that one.
Well, did you guys know for the Sega Genesis, there was one game that cost $100?
Yes.
It's because they had a special chip in there because I think it was the SVP chip. It was virtual race, and it was literally cost $100 to get that game.
And guess what? It didn't sell very well.
And actually, today it's a pretty cheap game today.
Yeah, because it didn't sell very well back then.
Yep.
Well, you figure it'd be more expensive because, I mean, not a lot of people bought it, but it's a cheap game to buy it now on the Genesis.
So, getting back to this whole lawsuit thing, where do you guys think Nintendo stands on this lawsuit? Do you think they have a chance to beat the government, or you think the government's going to smack them down?
Casey, you give your answer first.
I think government's going to win because, I mean, Nintendo has won some big time lawsuits but I don't think they're going to win this one. I mean, don't taking on the U.S. government. I don't see that happening.
If the U.S. government had Jerry McDevitt on their legal team, it's a smackdown to slobber knocker. If Jerry McDevitt wasn't retired from law, I guarantee you he would take this case in supporting the U.S. government. One of the best defense lawyers in the game. Let's not forget. He got Vince McMahon out of going to jail on the steroid trial.
Well, the problem was that, they just didn't have enough proof, and they got people like Nails who
lying on stand.
Who actually he didn't really lie. He just, I guess he did lie, but they know that he had an agenda against Vince McMahon. So of course like, why are you gonna take his word for it when, like, he has a
their whole prosecution relied on Hulk Hogan. Was the whole point. The whole prosecution relied on Hulk Hogan and his testimony.
Yeah. But I'm just saying I think back then and nowadays it's completely different. I just think the US government will have no problem stopping this problem.
Yep.
I mean, look at, Nintendo even tried to make it illegal for renting video games, and they couldn't stop that. Like, imagine.
Hey, good luck with that.
Imagine if they were able to do that whole time when you were able to rent games that like Blockbuster, all that would disappeared. All you would be renting would be movies, not video games.
You could rent full-fledged gaming consoles back in the day. You remember those days?
Yeah, but Nintendo also tried to not make that a thing in the first place. They were against video game rentals back then. With the NES.
Well, look who's winning in that now.
Right?
Most game rental places are gone anyway.
Nintendo lost to smaller companies too. Like, they lost to the people who made the Game Genie because they're like, oh, they're just taking our code, and like even though they went over their code and it was fair use, so Game Genie wasn't illegal. So I still think most likely Nintendo won't win this round. I mean, yeah, they probably have big time lawyers, but I don't think they're gonna outgun the US government on this one.
It won't.
So
unless the only thing I would say probably is if they gang up with Sony and Microsoft, and that would be a totally different story. But I don't see it happening.
Microsoft has their own problems. They have enough problems with Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond being out of the company, and a new Xbox boss being from the AI team of Microsoft who they literally just hired less than 2 years ago. Someone from their AI team at Microsoft in 2024 is now the head of Xbox in 2026.
Yeah, and the original founder and creator of the Xbox is basically saying that he thinks they're going to sunset. They're going to use her to sunset Xbox as a console, and pretty much just go third party or completely just get out of gaming.
That's what they need to do. I think that either to go third party or just focus on Game Pass. I mean, they'll probably obviously raise the price up for all these games they got in their catalog. But I mean, imagine if you're playing on your Switch 2 or on your PlayStation 5 or 6 in the future, Xbox games on the Game Pass. I mean, that's damn near like having a Netflix for Xbox games. I mean, even though Nintendo's doing their own thing with their game catalog, like, you're still paying for it, but they're still trickling that out. But I think Xbox really needs to get out of the console business. I don't even think they care about gaming no more. I mean, you saw where they'll buy all these studios and they don't do anything with them, and then they shut them down, and they, like, I think, was it Scalebound? That was one of their biggest games that was supposed to be.
That got shut down, yeah.
I just don't think they care about gaming no more. I think this is the last leg for Microsoft for Xbox.
TSS, we mentioned that earlier. The rumor cost could be about
$1,000 to $1,200.
$1,200.
Which in that case, it's not
maybe
fucking.
1,500.
In that case, it's not even fucking worth it, because if you have a gaming PC and the next Xbox is basically just going to be a PC with
More of a console.
yeah, in more of a console, like a more of like a compact shell, pretty much. It's gonna probably have Windows 12 in it, which is loaded to the fucking gills with AI. If you haven't heard, by the way.
I mean, if you think about this too, Microsoft is already planning to partner with Steam anyway.
Yeah.
So internal features were shown.
So pretty much once they kill off the Series X, if you have a gaming PC, you don't even need an Xbox anymore.
Exactly. You just play games on Steam through PC.
And you can get Game Pass through PC. Most of the titles, they're all offered the same anyways.
Game Pass on like smart TVs right now?
Yes, you can get it. Yeah, you can get it on there too.
Yeah, you have Game Pass obviously on your laptop or on your gaming PC.
And that stupid ass ROG Ally thing that everybody keeps calling an Xbox, because Xbox started
that. It's not an Xbox.
Everybody, because Xbox started that. This is an Xbox slogan. Fuck out of here.
It's a freaking Switch. It's a freaking Switch PSP hybrid. It's a Switch PSP hybrid. Get over yourselves, people.
Throat Capture asked if Nintendo games ever costed $120 before. No game has ever cost $120 before. Although, if Rockstar has their way, we'll see GTA 6 released at $100 later this year.
I doubt it. I think that probably would be the deal right there. I think it will be $100 for GTA 6. I think that's the route. And then obviously you're gonna have to pay for other stuff inside the game. That's why, like, what pisses me off with when I try to buy a WWE 2K game, like 2K25, I put it in there, and like, oh my god, the roster is so incomplete. Like, you have to buy the pack to get these wrestlers and these packs for those wrestlers. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, at least, like, back in the day, if they're gonna lock wrestlers up, you could either, you could play through the game and unlock them, or you pay $5 to unlock everything. We don't need
with like WWE 2K26.
Yeah, I'm sure it's even worse. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm done buying WWE 2K games, because like, this is bullshit.
It's a lot worse, actually. It's a lot worse.
Like, I mean, I used to like them because of like, hey,
Hell, what's up?
Like,
DLC plus games were. Well, DLC doesn't count. DLC is not necessary to buy a game.
DLC is not used to be a dirty word, and then honestly, like, yeah, there's actually good DLC.
DLC, unfortunately, yes, there is some on-disc content that gets locked behind a paywall. But it's not necessary. I mean, if you want the full experience, it is. But if you're just buying the game to play what you get, DLC is not necessary. Like, if you were to buy, say, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, a lot of people have been arguing, oh, the game costs $90. The game does not cost $90. The DLC for that game is not necessary. It's just additional characters and tracks.
But the new dirty word, actually, it's not even new. It's an old dirty word now, is obviously microtransaction. That's the worst thing that ever came out for gaming, because, I mean, obviously that started coming from mobile.
Actually, no. Epstein is the reason why that shit exists, because he got fucking into the fucking ears of the gaming industry and how they can make more money. And it started on mobile because of the free-to-play fucking platform that mobile games offer.
And then consoles like, hey, maybe we can tip our toes into there. I mean, there's difference, like, hey, if you're playing free to play games like Fortnite, and if you want to buy a skin, wherever, it's an option. Like, because one, you're not paying $60 for Fortnite. It's a free game. You don't have to pay a penny for Fortnite to play the game at all. You can play vanilla, just be fine.
Yeah,
But
if you don't want to save the world single player, yeah.
But even if you want to play like, teams or duos or whatever, you don't need to put a penny in. It's
Yes,
until
Casey, I
if
just said you only need to buy the game if you want to play the single player.
Yep.
And nobody fucking really buys Fortnite to play single player, let me tell you.
I thought when you're playing single
Commando
player, I thought you meant
Striker, what's up?
playing solo. I thought you meant like playing solo when you're going into the battle royal.
Commando Striker 304. Well, now Elder Scrolls 6 will be Xbox Helix. Launch title, it's a system seller. I can tell you right now, that game ain't gonna sell any consoles if that fucking thing comes out at 1200 or even more. But let's get into the other.
I don't care what game. Like, honestly, there's got to be a killer app for game consoles. But even the $1,200 system, there's no killer app that's going to make you want to buy that console. Like, I mean, there's the Philips CDI shit like that, $700. I mean, the console sucked and it barely have any good games. The 3DO cost $700. It didn't have. It had an okay pack-in game, but I was like today with the modern day gaming, like you need exclusives to stand apart, because if you don't, you actually become like Microsoft. Like you got all the third party and hardly any exclusive, like your Xbox. But like Nintendo has their exclusives, PlayStation has their exclusives. People are gonna be loyal to those games, but like this generation right now, even with Switch 2, this is the worst generation of gaming today for the PS5, the Xbox Series, and you can't really say too much for the Switch 2 because it just is like less than a year old.
Yep.
You gotta give them a little time, but the PS5 and the Xbox Series is the worst generation of all time right now.
Got that right.
All right. Well,
there's no exclusives anymore. Everything's third party these days.
Let's get into the next lawsuit. Like I said, there's two. Xbox Helix, perfect launch day. Elder Scrolls 6 launch title. Creation kit, modding on day one. Thousands of mods within 24 hours. PC mods. Well, then the new Xbox is mainly just going to be a glorified PC. So.
Yep.
I can tell you right now, I already have a gaming PC I spent $1,200 on less than a year ago. I don't need the new Xbox, and I'm probably not going to buy it. And if the new Xbox can do everything a PC can, I'll buy it when I need a new PC.
Well, I mean, hey guys, I have the inside information in late. I broke this last year or so, but I got the exclusive look at the PS6 and all the attachments and accessories with their pricing. So that's where you can find the PS6. What's going to look like in the pricing if you want to check it. It's on my tab.
No.
It's for real. It's legit. It's the real thing. And I broke I found the
Casey,
leak.
you tried pulling that bullshit like last year. We're not doing that again. Comprende?
Well, it's not bullshit. It's for real. It's real stuff that I found out.
Casey, it's about as real as AI slop is, okay?
Well, it's before I got my hands on AI slop.
Yes, I know what I'm
That's
saying.
about as real as your confession video of Chris Benoit. Bethany killed Nancy and David.
I still get people thinking that's real. By the way,
Because they're fucking retarded. Anyways, Attorney General sues game developer for promoting illegal gambling through video games. Valve's Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, and Dota games have slot machine-like features that entice users to pay for the chance to win rare prizes that can be exchanged for money. Lawsuit alleges Valve's in-game loot box feature violates New York's gambling laws and can lead to serious harm, especially in young people. New York Attorney General Letitia, I think that's how it's pronounced, Letitia James, sued Valve Corporation, a video game developer, for illegally promoting gambling through video games popular with children and teenagers. An investigation by the Office of the Attorney General found that Valve's video games, including Counter-Strike 2, Team Fortress 2, and Dota 2, enable gambling by enticing users to pay for the chance to win rare virtual items of significant monetary value. In Valve's most popular game, the process resembles a slot machine with an animated spinning wheel that eventually rests on a selected item. The randomly scheduled virtual item have no in-game functionality but can be sold online for money, with one item reportedly being sold for more than $1 million. The lawsuit alleges that Valve has made billions of dollars, luring its users, many of whom are teenagers or younger, to engage in gambling in the tropes of winning expensive virtual items that they can cash in on. With this lawsuit, Attorney General James seeks to permanently stop Valve from continuing to promote illegal gambling in its games and to pay a disgorgement and fines. Illegal gambling can be harmful and lead to serious addiction problems, especially for our young people, said Attorney General James. Valve has made billions of dollars by letting children and adults alike illegally gamble for the chance to win valuable virtual prizes. These features are addictive, harmful, and illegal. And my office is suing to stop Valve's illegal conduct and protect New Yorkers. Yeah, funny how the government wants to stop other people from doing things that they claim is illegal, yet our government is full of criminals. Okay, sure.
I can solve a little bit of problems with, how's these children having credit cards? Like, how's these parents allowing their kids to put their credit card?
Some parents don't. That's the problem. That's where the problem starts. Parents that don't fucking closely actually monitor what their kids are actually fucking doing. Which is why the government steps in with this age verification bullshit, this anti-privacy bullshit, and stuff like this, because some parents want to have kids and then don't want the responsibility of taking care of them properly.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, if little Billy came over here and say, "Hey, Casey or Daddy, I need you to give me your credit card so I can buy virtual stuff on my game," like, no, you're not buying that, and I'm not giving you my credit card to do that.
Right, and when some parents actually say no, then their kids steal the fucking credit cards when the parents aren't looking, or when the parents sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you hope that they wouldn't go that route, but I guess they would, wouldn't they?
You hear about it all the time. Remember that episode of South Park, Freemium Isn't Free? When Stan stole Randy's credit card and and used it on a mobile game and spent like $400 on in-game currency to play his mobile game. There you go. That's why shit like this exists. The virtual items awarded when a user opens a box. Yes, by the way, I skipped these 2 paragraphs because we don't need to worry about that. The virtual items awarded when users open a loot box are cosmetic, like a hat for a player's character or artistic skins for a player's weapon, like slot machines. The prizes won from loot boxes are determined randomly in accordance with odds set by the casino, which in this case is Valve. Valve intentionally makes some items for far harder to win than others, making the rare items more valuable, despite having no in-game functionality. These virtual items can be extremely valuable, with the rarest items selling for thousands of dollars online. The value of Counter-Strike skins rose significantly in recent years, affecting. Remember that one that sold, what was it, like a $2 million for that Counter-Strike skin, and somebody got in trouble for it. Attracting speculators, and investors who viewed these virtual items as potentially lucrative digital assets. In March 2025, it was reported that the market for Counter-Strike skins has surpassed $4.3 billion. Oh, God. Valve's loot box model can be especially harmful to children. Attorney General James asserts that young users with limited funds can be enticed to start gambling through loot boxes in the hopes of obtaining virtual items that they believe will enhance their status in the games. Virtual worlds. Research has shown that children who are introduced to gambling are 4 times more likely to develop a gambling problem later in life than those who are not. In addition, although this case is about illegal gambling, it is important to note that Valve's promotion of games that glorify violence and guns help fuel the dangerous. Oh, here we go. Epidemic. No, it does not. Yeah, we're not reading the rest of this. Yeah. So, if they want to argue that shit, why don't they go a step further and sue the Pokemon Company for selling Pokemon cards in sealed packs?
There you go.
For the kids to buy and gamble on getting the rarest cards. Same shit, isn't it? But that's allowed in New York.
Yeah, but that's kind of a gray area, because that's like if you're like a kid buying baseball trading cards, like you're going to try to get the best cards. Obviously, that's worth the most money, but like, yeah, that is kind of gambling. But like, I think that's a gray area that I think it's okay, because I mean, at least it's like you have a physical item that, like, hey, maybe it's an investment that you can eventually turn in to get money in the future, not something that's digitally that you can't really feel with your hands.
But wouldn't you consider? Loot boxes that when you could get rare stuff if it's being sold for physical money? Can't you consider that an investment? It's literally the same thing. Only one's virtual and one you can go to the store and buy. It's the same fucking thing.
I kind of disagree, because I mean, at least you could hold on to physical items, while digitally, that shit can just disappear overnight if they choose to. You'd be like, you get banned from this site, and now all that stuff you own is gone.
But the way the Attorney General is viewing it is kids and adults are gambling on these rewards to make money. So if someone's buying Pokemon cards, aren't they gambling their money? So especially these fucking scalpers, aren't they gambling their money for the rarest cards to make money? Just because one's virtual and one's physical, it all comes down to the same reason.
Yeah, but you can still, like I said, you can physically.
Yes, you can physically. Yes, you can
hold
physically. But yes, you can physically hold one. You can't hold the other. But the principle of why they're doing it is the same exact reason. Is what I'm getting at.
But you can't physically collect a bunch of digital items when.
Casey, that's not the point I'm getting at. Kratos, you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Okay then.
I'm just saying. I think it's more okay with the Pokemon cards than this. I think that's more gambling than this is.
You know why it's okay? Because New York makes sales tax on the sales. That's why. New York ain't making sales tax on this shit.
Yeah. That's probably true. That's probably true.
Like I said, just because one's virtual and one's physical, people are still spending, whether the parents are gambling their money for their kids to try to pull the rarest cards that they want, to build their decks, or to collect an entire set or whatever. Sometimes you got to spend hundreds to thousands of dollars if you're unlucky enough to get cards. To finish your sets. If you're a kid, you wanted to collect all the cards. That was the whole, gimmick of Pokemon. Got to catch them all. Only with the card game, it was got to collect them all.
I'm shocked I'm more about okay with the Pokemon cards than you are. I'm
totally fine with it. But what I'm saying is, if the Attorney General is suing Valve over the premise of gambling for virtual items to make real tangible cash, why is that not okay? But selling card packs for whether it's Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering or baseball cards, why is that okay? Because the state's making some money off of it? Big fucking deal. It's still gambling.
I think it's because they can't regulate it. Because it's like, if you do this, it's kind of like if you go into like a rigged up casino where they put it where it's almost impossible for the person to win any money. Like if it's 99%, that's going to go to the house, and 1% winning goes to the person. Obviously that's so rigged, it's unbelievable.
You could say the same thing about trading cards, though. Have you ever heard of short printing, where certain cards are purposely short printed to make them even harder to get than other cards? It's a thing. It's a literal thing.
Yeah. Well, that's why they call them rare or whatever they also call them. I know it's uncommon or rare, whatever. Yeah, that is true.
But it's still But what I'm getting down to is, at the end of the day, it's still the same exact premise. You're spending money to get something, the rarest of whatever that item is, whether it's Pokemon cards, baseball cards, whatever. You're still spending money to buy the product, whether you can go to the store and buy it or you buy it online. Whether you could hold it or it's virtual, you're still spending that money, not knowing what you're going to get from that product. And then you're either going to be able to make money from it or you don't. And if you don't make money from it and you don't get what you want, some people are going to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until they finally get what they want. And by then, they can be hundreds of dollars deep.
Did you know for the longest time, pinball, before, as we know it, it was considered gambling because it was tied to gambling. Before it was considered like a real game, it was more about gambling. I don't
know how old those pinball machines were. The oldest pinball machine I've ever played was from 1951.
Well, some of these, I believe, where you actually, instead of having flippers, I think you actually move the fucking pinball machine around, like you shake it. but that was considered a uh, the gambling device. But like, I mean, I see what you're talking about. I'm more okay with the Pokemon cards than or baseball cards or whatever. Because I mean, like I said, I feel like you can walk up to the store, you can like go to the card section, and you can be like, okay, I'm not feeling this one, not feeling that one. I'm gonna take this one. While you go to Steam, and they'll just give you whatever they desire. You
Well,
know?
the loot boxes, the whole gotcha system, besides the fact that it's all RNG, whereas a physical product, at least like the Pokemon Company knows what's being put in each pack. That's the only difference I can see. But to you and me, you don't know what's in those packs. They do, but we don't. So when you go to buy it, you're hoping to get the rarest card. Maybe you want to sell it for money, or maybe you want to get it graded and keep it as a collector's piece. Or people that actually play the card game, you want to get the rarest cards and the best cards for your deck. Whereas online is always randomly generated. That is the only difference I can see.
That's why I was trying to point out a little bit right there. That's why, because I mean, like, yeah, you can go up and buy a whole case and have more chances to get some rares. Obviously, you're not going to get, like, you would have to buy several cases to even get, like, a very expensive one. But,
I mean, at the end of the day, though, while one is randomly generated through code and one is specifically packaged, like that, like I said, that's like the only difference. But at the end of the day, the average Joe who's gonna spend that money to try to either get something to make money back on it or to have it as a collector's piece, at the end of the day, the premise ends up being the same, no matter how it's done.
No, I agree with that. I mean, is it gambling? Yeah, it is. I mean, that's kind of like one of those toys that they put in where you go into the game store and you don't even see what's in the wrapper, so you have to take a guess
Right.
which one you hope to get a character that you didn't already get.
Right.
You know?
Blind boxes too are the same thing. You go there,
Yeah.
you want a certain one, or maybe you want 3 or 4 of them. Let's say there's a blind box set, right? And let's say there's 12 total figures in that blind box set. Let's say there's 5 of them out of the 12 that you want. You buy one, cool, you got one of them you wanted. You buy another one, cool, you got another one you wanted. You buy a third one, you're on a roll. You got 3 out of 3 so far, right? You're doing great. You buy another one, and then you buy another one. Well, now you got one of the remaining 7 that you didn't want. Then you buy another one, and you get another one you didn't want. Then you keep buying, until you finally get all the ones you wanted. And by then, you're that's the whole gambling aspect.
And not only that, or you get several of them, you get doubles or triples of the same one you already got.
Right. And you keep spending money because some people don't know how to admit defeat and walk away. Some people will just keep throwing money at it until they are happy with, they'll be happy, when they get what they want, but their fucking wallet will certainly be crying.
I think I think that should be a little bit more illegal because, I mean, you're trying to buy those little toys and you can't see what you get until you already bought it and you're like, oh, fuck.
Right, exactly. Yep, exactly.
Blind
boxes are essentially, even though blind boxes are packaged by the manufacturer, blind boxes are basically the real life version of a loot box. The only difference is it's not randomly generated by code. But you still don't know what you're getting until you buy it. And that's the same thing with the Pokemon cards. That's the whole thing. That's why I'm saying it all comes down to the gambling aspect of it. Not whether it's code generated, which would, RNG can certainly, random generated code or random number generation, as what RNG stands for, can make something, when you're buying loot boxes online, RNG can make something very much harder to get. Whereas buying a physical item that is not randomly generated because it's pre-packaged ahead of time. The company knows what's in those packages, but we don't.
It's almost like how McDonald's would do the Monopoly thing, and
That was rigged as fuck. They got
that
sued for
Monopoly
that.
thing, that Monopoly thing was cool, but then you find out that there's some inside people hoarding.
They were
Like the
keeping. They kept.
boardwalk.
Yeah, they kept all they kept all the prizes, and they had
Yeah.
people, enticing people to buy food to get the game pieces in hopes that they're going to eventually win. Meanwhile, the families and the friends and the investors and all the company insiders were the ones that kept all the prizes because they kept all the winning pieces. Look at me. We're talking about all this RNG and gambling for loot boxes and stuff and the gotcha system. You know that Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle game I played? Well, they just wrapped up their 11th anniversary, and I don't know how much of the streams Kratos has been watching because I know he's popped up on a few of them in my chats.
I popped up a few, yeah.
The summon banners for the new anniversary units, there were 4 of them. There was 2 for the first half, 2 for the second half. And the new units were hyped up because they introduced the new Daima units from the Daima saga. The Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is now finally canon, and the Adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Those units were hyped up, and I saved up, some of my summon stones, or dragon stones as they're called, and I used them all up, and I got 1 out of the 2. Well, I wasn't happy with that. So I went and I spent about $250 to finally get the other unit. And I got him. And the only way I got him was because I bought enough Dragon Stones to do enough summons to get enough summoning coins to be able to purchase the character in-game. So then part 2 rolls around. I'm out of Dragon Stones. I have very little I can do. I took what I had. I had my summon tickets. We were given 50 tickets to try to summon on the Part 2 units. It was Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku new unit, a new unit, and a Ultra Instinct Goku and Evolution Vegeta new unit. The Part 2 units were hyped up even bigger than Part 1, and they were even better than the Part 1 units. First of all, I think the Part 1 units are still alright. Personally, I liked Part 2 more. I did get the 1 character. I got the UI Goku and the Evolution Vegeta character with my summon tickets. So then I went back to my Dragon Stones. I didn't have a whole lot. I did the summons I was able to do. Didn't get the new Super Saiyan 4's unit that I wanted. I went back and I spent another probably about $400 to finally pull that unit. Because I did not want to walk away because I wanted those fucking characters. And that's what, the Attorney General is arguing, that people are going to have a problem gambling their money away. And I could sell my Dokkan Battle account if I wanted to. I got almost every character in that game there is. I could sell my account to someone who wants to play that game and not want to start fresh for themselves. And that's the whole thing behind the lawsuit. I fell for the gotcha bullshit and spent almost $700 in a month.
Yeah.
In 1 month for 4 characters because I had trouble summoning for them because it was all RNG based. That's what the whole lawsuit's about.
I think shit like this should definitely be regulated. Like, I mean, obviously, if it's something related to kids, you shouldn't have an option. I mean, obviously, loot boxes models should be axed. But, like...
you know what?
Like,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links does it the best. I'll get to that in a second. Have a swig of Dr. Pepper. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links does it the best. While the in-game packs that you buy are still RNG coded, So when you buy an in-game pack, you don't know what cards you're gonna get, but you are given a box selection where it shows you every card that is within that box. So it shows you every card you have a chance to get. And as you pull cards out of that box with your virtual packs, those cards get taken out of that box. So eventually you're going to get every card in that box. It's just a matter of when you're going to get it. Whereas loot boxes and the general gacha system is always RNG, and they don't do it like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links does. Duel Links does it the best, and I think every company that wants to have a gacha-based system, whether it's for loot boxes or like the Dragon Ball game I play, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the way Duel Links does it, Master Duel doesn't even do it like Duel Links does, and I can't for the life of me understand why. It's made both mobile apps, both apps were made by the same company. Why didn't they just adopt the Duel Links structure with the card pulling into Master Duel? They should have, but they didn't. Duel Links does it the best. I think anybody and everybody, if you're going to have a gacha system, whether it's, getting virtual cards for games online or virtual characters for a game like the one I play, or you're getting loot boxes for like Team Fortress 2, or, I mean, you can't say Fortnite, because Fortnite, at least, when you're buying the stuff in Fortnite, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
But like with Rocket League's another example. You get shown what you're going to get, what you can get, but that doesn't mean that's what you're going to get. And unlike Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, when you get your virtual packs and it takes the cards out of that box, so you're eventually going to get the one you want anyway, Rocket League doesn't do that. And I think, any gacha system, whether it's cards, characters, cosmetics, or whatever, should adopt the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links format. And then I don't think there would be as much, way to sue. I honestly think the government can go 2 for 2 on these lawsuits. I would not be surprised if Valve loses this one. What do you guys think?
I think Valve does lose.
Casey?
Oh.
Hello? Casey?
Casey.
Hold on. You hear me now?
Yeah. So Casey, what do you think? Who do you think? Do you think the government will go 2 for 2 on these lawsuits? Do you think Valve stands a chance of winning this lawsuit? I think this one's more of a slam dunk for the government than the Nintendo one.
I think both should go towards the government side. Man, obviously, I want Nintendo to win because that would help us, the consumer, obviously. But personally, for me on this one, I would say the government.
Yeah, it's like TSS said, that both scenarios, at the end of the day, the end goal is to sell for profit. Like the casual person, not going to care, but the people like the scalpers are going to. And yes, Casey, there are scalpers that sell. Oh yeah, there are digital items if the game has a marketplace for it. You got some Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. Oh, you did. Those are cool. My friend wants those, but he hasn't gotten them yet. People are spending a shit ton of money on those packs because of the rare cards. Exactly. And a lot of people are spending a lot of money on those cards because they're having a hard time getting the ones they really want. But they don't want to be left out when they're seeing other people getting the cards that they want. So they're going to keep spending and spending and spending. I could tell you a true story when I was a kid, when I first got into the Pokemon cards. You remember how big the Pokemon craze was in the 90s, right? Especially when the cards and stuff first came out. My parents My
knew more.
parents. Hold
I
on,
knew
kids.
more. I knew more about like the Game Boy games than the cards.
Well, I'm saying like you,
Honestly.
but I'm saying like you know how big the Pokemon boom in general was, between the
Yeah.
games, the TV show, the toys, the cards, everything.
Yeah.
Growing up, my parents, over the course of maybe a year or two, were buying. They wouldn't buy me a shit ton of cards at one time, which was fine because I was a kid. They would buy me maybe a pack of cards a week, maybe 3, 4 packs a month if I was lucky. They they bought me these cards because they knew I wanted Charizard, the base set Charizard, the one that now is worth like over $5,000. I had two.
Jesus.
I had two of them. I lost them in a storage unit. Anyways, um, um, I shit you not, my parents over the course of like 1 to 2 years must have bought me like 500 packs of cards between buying them for me or playing the boardwalk games at like the Seaside Boardwalk because I live in New Jersey, where you go to the boardwalk and like some places had Pokemon card packs for prizes at the time.
Yeah.
It literally probably cost my parents probably so much money they probably could have bought me like at the time maybe like 10 copies of that card. Would you know that after I finally pulled the first one, the very next pack of cards they bought me, I pulled the second one. I was like, you couldn't make that shit up if you tried. But
But
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, want to move on? We've
Yeah,
been on this one for a while.
all
Oh
right.
yeah.
You pull it down. All right, so we have Wendy's, we have oh, excuse me, we have me burping. we have Wendy's, we have the Warner Bros. Deal, and we have the Seattle Seahawks team being sold.
I think the Warner Bros. Thing that should be the main event to talk about. You know,
That's what I was thinking too. So where do you guys want to go next? You want to talk a little football? Just a little bit of football because it's not a whole lot here. Or do you want to talk about Wendy's?
let's talk about Wendy's taste testers.
Wendy's taste testers. All right. You agree with that, Kratos?
Hell yeah.
All right. Fuck is this shit?
It's like this tastes like shit.
All right. Well, I gotta I gotta tell this. Well, not exactly tell the story in order, but because there are two things, I'm going to talk about the one before, which will lead right into the other. Because I don't understand why they're doing this when they're slowly going out of business, to be quite honest with you.
Like this one tastes like I'm eating dog meat. Like, hold on. It's like, do I still have my dog? Okay, here he is.
Oh Jesus.
Casey, we know you don't eat your dog. Believe me, we know.
Oh, not
You know
yet.
you ain't other dogs though. That's for damn sure.
I could.
I tell you why they're closing. Their fucking price is expensive for their food, dude.
Exactly. So why are they doing taste testers?
I
All right.
mean, like, how much is those big burgers cost?
Dude,
Like,
I used to be able to buy their crispy chicken sandwich for $1.50. Those same sandwiches are $6 now. Anyways,
I mean, what a Baconator is like almost $10 or something.
I don't know, dude. I haven't eaten at Wendy's in the longest time.
I mean, Wendy's are not like
Fast food in general is going through the fucking roof, dude. A fucking Whopper at Burger King used to be $3 where I live, like 10 years ago. It's like $8, $9 now for a single Whopper.
Oh, that's insane.
You go to a fucking restaurant for $1 more, you're getting a restaurant quality burger. But anyways,
Exactly.
Wendy's closes hundreds of United States restaurants in 2026. So again, why are they creating the taste tester thing? We'll get into that in a little bit. Wendy's plans to close several hundred United States restaurants as it focuses on new menu items, as well as more spend toward digital. Excuse me. More spend towards digital, social, and streaming platform. Excuse me? What is Wendy's gonna stream? Their fucking menu? Maybe they're gonna stream the taste testers eating the food. Who knows?
Hey, send it to me and I'll taste test it. Send it to my apartment and I'll give it.
It's a remote job. Yeah, of course you're gonna taste. Of course you do that from home.
The company said during an earnings call following a weaker than expected fourth quarter. By the way, this news came out February 16th, so we're a little behind on this one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Clothing restaurant is.
As we continue to incorporate hearing, excuse me, as we continue to incorporate learnings to enhance the menu, strengthen our marketing calendar, and improve messaging and media effectiveness, we expect momentum to build sequentially as we move through 2026, Ken Cook says. Wendy's interim chief executive officer, so CEO, said during the call, adding that Wendy's was also planning to strengthen its value offerings. According to Cook, a new menu approach will start this month. So it already started because February's over. With the launch of a new cheesy bacon cheeseburger. You will see the burger innovation as we move throughout the year, Cook said. Cook added that Wendy's will continue to expand its chicken offering following the response to the chicken tenders with the addition of chicken tender ranch wrap. Which Wendy's are closing? We have been working with our franchises to evaluate restaurants on a store-by-store basis and make collaborative decisions to optimize performance across the U.S. system as one Wendy's, he said. Under this program, we expect approximately 5 to 6% of U.S. restaurants to close, including 28 restaurant closures that occurred during 2025, with the remaining closures expected during 2026. Cook added that though many Wendy's restaurants perform well at breakfast, the company does not have the customer dynamics to support a thriving breakfast business. Wendy's said it already closed 28 restaurants in the fourth quarter of 2025, with 5,969 locations. It expects to close between 5 to 6% of the restaurants, or 298 to 358 locations in the first half of this year.
I had to travel 7 miles to get to my nearest Wendy's.
Me too. I have to go. Well, I have my closest Wendy's is like 6 miles away.
Well, mine says just under 3 miles. It's just like, and then it just goes up from there, you know? Like,
let's see. It says, like McDonald's, Taco Bell, and other rivals, Wendy's also plans to emphasize value as it tries to win back in inflation-weary customers. One learning from 2025 around value, we swung the pendulum too far towards limited time price promotions instead of everyday value. When in a conference call with investors in January, Wendy's introduced a permanent Biggie deal, which used to be 4 for $4, which is now 4 for $6. By the way,
no, there's three different deals: $4, $6, and $8.
Oh, I saw the Biggie option is $6 now, which used to be the $6 option used to be the $4 option. Is what I'm saying. What I was
Used to be $5. Used to be $5.
It used to be $4 in New Jersey.
It used to be 5 in St. Louis.
Yeah, it started in New Jersey as 4 for $4. Then it was the $5 biggie bag. Now it's a $6 biggie bag. The value meal with 3 prices. You have $4 biggie bag, biggie bites, $6 biggies, and an $8 biggie bundle. Cook said Wendy's also has new products coming this year, including a new chicken sandwich. Wendy's said its revenue fell 5.5% in the fourth quarter to $543 million. Oh, that's all? Shit, I wish I had that money. That was higher than the $537 million analysts had forecasted. So they did better than expected. So be happy with that, with it. Wendy's expressed confidence that its U.S. turnaround plans and international growth will help arrest its sales slide this year. The company said it expects global system-wide sales, which includes sales at both company-owned and franchised restaurants, will be flat this year. System-wide sales fell 3.5% last year. Now, with them closing so many restaurants, right? Why are they doing taste testers? So you guys,
That's what I want.
have you guys seen that whole CEO taste testing trend that went viral on Twitter when the McDonald's CEO supposedly reluctantly tried their new what is it called? Big Arch?
Yeah.
And apparently he didn't like it. He didn't say he didn't like it, but apparently people were going by his facial expression. We took the bite. They're saying he didn't like it. Then Burger King.
They're saying he barely took any meat at all. Like he just took the bread. Like I think that's a little.
I mean, you could clearly see there was a bite taken out of that burger, but it's not a fucking, a hulking sized monster bite like a normal person would take.
But he acted like he was acting like we're trying to take a bite at. Like retard. It's a burger. It's round. You can take a bite out of anywhere.
Right.
It's
so
it's not like there's a corner like a pizza. Like there's an edge. And like you start from this edge and you go in. It's round, retard.
It's like McDonald's CEO did their taste test video. Then Burger King decided to do a Burger King CEO did a Whopper taste test to make fun of McDonald's. Then there was another one. There was a third one that did it. I think it was Church's Chicken, maybe, who did a taste test of a chicken sandwich or whatever it was. And then Wendy's did it. Wendy's CEO did it with the taste test of their new bacon cheeseburger. And then some restaurant chain called Freddy's, their CEO threw their hat in the ring.
They're like Steak and Shake.
Yeah, they threw their hat in the ring with the whole CEO taste test thing. So Wendy's decided they're going to capitalize on this trend. Wendy's is hiring chief tasting officers to eat the food, and it pays $100,000.
I do that.
It's yearly, though.
Yeah, it's a salary.
Is it yearly? Is my question. Is it yearly or monthly?
I believe it's salary. 100,000 salary. So it's 100,000. It's 100,000 a year. That's still a lot of money to eat food.
I do.
Yeah, $100,000 just gets fat.
Police officer. Well, I'm sure they're not.
Just fat.
I'm sure they don't have you. I'm sure they don't have you eat a whole lot of food at once.
I can quit my job and just eat Wendy's forever.
Police officers, they like stuffing donuts down their holes. Why don't they quit? Why don't they take their life out of danger, making less money, and go freaking continue to stuff their face for more money? I don't know what's going on with this ad. Can I stop this, please? Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna put my hat in the ring. I'm willing to get paid $100,000 to eat their shit daily.
Fucking Dexerto, man. Their fucking site is so riddled with ads, it's disgusting. So,
When do I need to sign up?
Wendy's
I'll now.
Wendy's is offering fans the chance to get paid to eat its food with a new role called the Chief Tasting Officer, the CTO. The fast food chain posted the listing online describing the position as a remote role with a $100,000 salary and light travel, mostly to local Wendy's restaurants.
That's fine. I'm up to do that. Like, I travel around.
Casey,
I could do that.
If you're serious, you need to make videos. It'll be fucking great.
Well, dude, the job description, you have to make videos about it.
Hey, I'm not going to do that. Think about it. I'll travel around the world, and I can go after taste testing. I can go to the video game stores. Like, all right, I got paid. I can get what I want, and it's like I'll even do like daily. For that price, I'll do daily updates of like, all right, this is what I had today from Wendy's.
Well, you probably have to eat something every day. That's the whole catch. Applicants are being asked to submit a video explaining why they should be chosen. Casey, get on that. With the company encouraging candidates to show off their tasting skills and creativity. So go to your Wendy's tomorrow, Casey. Call out of work. Go to Wendy's tomorrow. Get yourself one of your favorite meals. Set up your camera. And go to town on that fucking food. Wendy's launches $100,000 offer roll. According to the job listing, the position will involve tasting Wendy's food, create content, and potentially appearing in advertisements. The listing states that chief tasting officers will help bring the vibes, taste, and creativity to the company in ways no one else can.
That protein shake, that is total. I mean, at least that shake is fake. There's no way it would have that swirl like that and stay up the whole time.
Well,
by the way,
it's in a picture. You can get the shake like that, but it will eventually melt. Yes. It adds that the person selected could produce quarterly vlog check-ins, taste testing, taste trending content, and other media centered around Wendy's new items. Quarterly updates, so I don't know how often that is. I don't know if that's twice a week or 3 times a year. I don't know. 4 times a year, I mean? I don't know. The listing also outlines the basic requirements for applicants, stating they must be a human being. They must have a human mouth, a pulse, opinions, creativity, and taste. Well, I should fucking hope so.
It's like a pulse. I mean, I can barely feel my pulse, but I think it's there.
Benefits listed on the page including getting paid to eat, a custom Wendy's CTO email signature, and a salary of $100,000. So no health insurance benefits when you get deathly sick one of these days. Lovely.
Of course not. It's fun. Why would you?
Hold on. Well, say if I get food poisoning, wouldn't that be under, like, they should pay for that, right?
Well, apparently they're not.
Good luck.
Applicants must upload a video explaining why they are the right fit for the role, with bonus points offered for including Wendy's branded products, food, or restaurants in the submission. Casey, you can make your video right from the Wendy's itself.
Exactly.
It's not bad.
The application page also encourages candidates to demonstrate their tasting skills and personality in the video. Back in 2025, Burger King hired a Whopperologist to go around to Burger King restaurants and conduct a detailed assessment of the Whopper, focusing on consistency, flavor, and overall craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship. I guarantee you, those people who's in the back, they don't give a fuck about their craftsmanship of the burger. They're like, how fast can we whip this burger up and put it in a wrapper, you know?
Where is the application? I saw a link to the application the other day. Maybe they took it. They must have took the link down because probably it got flooded.
Especially when you're saying you're going to pay $100,000.
All right, let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Like,
Wendy's.
I bet they better be flying me, though. Like, that's a lot of money that I would automatically be losing if I would have to pay out for my own flights. Well, I'm hoping they will fly me out.
Oh, here it is. Chief Tasting Officer. Here we go.
Yes, this is real.
Yeah, it's fucking real. What's up? Casey would be a taste tester, but only if he could throw it in the car for a few days. That Casey and Tommy NC Wendy's collab going to be very interesting. About the role. This CTO company, Wendy's, yes, that's Wendy's, pays $100,000. Job type, dream. Location, remote. Travel, light, mostly to local Wendy's and or the couch. Casey's good at traveling to his couch. Casey might break the couch when he's done with this shit. Starts ASAP. Required credentials. A human mouth, a pulse, opinions, creativity, and taste. Yes, this is real. Do you hate your job? Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, you remember how those cartoons, the cartoons, when they sucker the characters' parents into buying into some timeshare bullshit, right? Here we go. Oh man, sometimes I love this show. Do you hate your job?
Send that to me.
Are you too iconic to be opening PDFs for your boss? Ever been told you're a personality hire? Do you care more about bacon than bottom lines? Are you more about JBT than KPI? Well, then you're in luck. Wendy's is hiring a chief tasting officer. You'll help bring the vibes, taste, and creativity to the company in ways no one else can. This sounds like Vince McMahon wrote it. Basically, you'll get paid to eat Wendy's, be chill, maybe make some content, and maybe even star in ads. Whether it's quarterly vlog check-ins, taste trending, or whatever, you'll make cheddar just for liking cheddar.
Think about it.
Benefit.
They have some of the training videos from Wendy's, and some of them are actually pretty cool, like hot drinks, and it's like almost like Michael Jackson song, like hot drinks. It's highly suggest it, and you can play it without getting hit with copyright, by the way, because I've done it.
All right, benefits. Get paid to eat because it's not like your parents know what you do anyway. A custom Wendy's chief tasting officer email signature. A job AI can't steal because no mouth, duh. $100,000, yes, really. A Wendy's approved amount of chaos, controlled but still chaos. Career advancement in bite leadership and sauce alignment. What you'll need: a functioning palate and the courage to use it. To be a total rock star in your field. Comfort being on camera without doing the "what's up guys" voice, unless it's funny. Don't worry, Casey just has shelves that occasionally fall in the background of his shit. Ability to describe flavor beyond its fire, but can still say it's fire. How to apply? Upload a video showing us why you're perfect for this position, and bonus points if you show Wendy's branding, products, food, or a restaurant. It is the the chief tasting officer. Show us some tasting and some creativity while you're at it. Were you were you the first person to dip a fry into a Frosty? Actually, I've done that as a kid.
Yeah.
Are you the coolest person in the friend group? Have you rizzed up an entire room of suits and lived to tell the tale? Tell us, show us your tasting skill, and you can become our chief tasting officer. And here it is: first name, last name, email address, birth date, phone number, address, city, state, providence, zip code, social media handles. Upload your video, and then you have to obviously agree to the terms and opt in. There you go, Casey. Here, you know what, Casey? Since you're so avid about this, just so you can't fill it out now. You got to make the video first. But there's the link, just so you don't forget it.
I thought you wanted me to fill it out right here so I can personally dox myself.
No, not that evil.
Oh.
Yeah, I shit you not, guys. That is absolutely real. Text goes, Wendy's food tastes like shit. I'm holding out for the Whataburger taste position.
Whataburger taste tester half Texas would apply for that position.
No, Tex.
Yep, that's definitely
Tex. You should apply for the position and make a video and tell them their food tastes like shit.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think Tex would be perfect for this. think about it. He always complains about money, so this is a good way to make money. And he gets
getting $100,000 a year to just taste shit food.
Yeah, and well, obviously he would have to lie about the food. He's like, "This is the best burger I ever ate in my life. This is the best cup of chili I ever ate in my life. This is the best coffee drink I ever had in my life." He had to keep lying. Like, it doesn't give me the shits at all.
Oh, they call it Wendy's Wet and Juicy for a reason.
Oh my God. Food poisoning from Wendy's before. That's a plus.
Oh my God, that's
I think,
this is too funny.
I think I already portrayed anyways, talking about food, I ordered some McDonald's through DoorDash.
Just in case somehow you think I'm making this up. What I showed you on the screen is absolutely real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! Wow. Well, that was something.
That's funny. I don't care. That's funny as hell.
We need to get Tex to do it. I think he would be perfect for it.
You gotta do it, mister. I'm gonna fucking sign up. Do it, man. I want to see you do it. I would love to see you do it. Seriously, that'd be great. It would be fucking hilarious.
I think it'd be best if I do it in the car. Then, I don't think they would like if I'm standing in front of my game collection or.
Well, that's why I said you could make the video in the fucking restaurant. You're sitting there eating it, so it's like, you know,
it's not a bad idea. But then you get some retard worker come up and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, "I'm doing my fucking job, asshole."
Yeah. Oh man. Sometimes I love this show. All right.
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, some shows are better than others. You got to admit.
Come on, these fries are not salted enough. Take it back. I want a little bit more salt on my fry.
All right. Well, that brings us to the football discussion, I suppose.
Yeah.
So this one's on Twitter. You've probably seen this already. This tweet's quite old. It's from February 18th. So again, we're a little behind. But in case you haven't seen this yet, somehow.
Trust me, I haven't.
Super Bowl champions?
Well, you watched the game with us, remember? You reacted to that boring ass game.
Yeah, but like, they're like they're the Super Bowl champions, and their franchise are up for sale. Wow.
So, yeah. Can I ask you guys a question?
Good.
If you were the owner of the Seattle Seahawks, why would you want to sell your team after you just won the fucking Super Bowl?
Well, maybe it'll be the most. Actually, that's going to be when it's worth the most is when you just won it. Actually,
And this obviously comes from the Seattle Seahawks themselves, the official Twitter account. Estate of Paul G. Allen begins sale process for Seattle Seahawks. The estate of Paul G. Allen, today, of course, this was announced on the 18th, 10 days after they won the Super Bowl, by the way, announced it has commenced a formal sale process for the Seattle Seahawks NFL franchise. Consistent with Allen's directives to eventually sell his sports holdings and direct all estate proceeds to philanthropy.
Oh, God.
The estate has selected investment bank Allen and Company and law firm Latham and Watkins to lead the sale process, which is estimated to continue through the 2026 offseason. NFL owners must then ratify a final purchase agreement, but they don't say how much they're going to sell the team for.
Of course not.
But let's read some comments on this, shall we? Thank you to Paul and Jody Allen for saving the Seahawks. Thank you to Allen family selling to Steve Ballmer. Billionaires lining up to buy the Seahawks. Let's see Paul Allen's team. Do you accept Bitcoin?
Oh my God.
Thank you, Paul, Rip, and Jody Allen. For many years, the investment and growth you've brought a lot of much needed pride to the city. How much will the Seahawks go for? $8 billion seems right.
I think.
Even the Seahawks are leaving Washington State. Left my ass off. ESPN reported this was happening. The Seahawks said it wasn't. That was maybe 3 weeks ago. So it was even longer now. Fuck AI. Even the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks are seeking exit liquidity in those markets. Paging Jeff Bezos. A new era begins. Thank you, Paul Allen.
This doesn't mean they're moving out of Seattle. It's just
it's the joke. OKC has an opportunity to do the funniest thing. Oklahoma City Seahawks.
Hey, even though I'm nowhere near it, I'll be down for that. I'd go to a game if they do that. It'd be cheap.
Offer submitted, awaiting legal approval. I received Seattle Seahawks franchise. You receive $453.17 in my bank account and a slightly used Peloton. Sell the team to who is this? Sell the team to 12s. Make the Seahawks a publicly owned team like the Green Bay Packers. Please sell to someone who will let John and Mike continue with their program. Great leverage and timing. Expect $9 billion. I'm bidding first. I'm bidding the first $5.
You're calling. You gotta start somewhere.
I'm submit. Will you guys accept my offer of $7.5 billion with a $50 down payment? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Casey, go to Wendy's, get a meal, sit on the toilet, and do the review from the restaurant shitter.
Oh my god.
I'll buy the sea chickens, then move them to Dallas. Oh man. The sea chickens. All right, so this branches off, like I said, to a smaller, slightly off topic, but still football story. Also available through Yahoo Sports on Twitter. Y'all probably haven't seen this one yet either. From Yahoo Sports, the NFL will have a... Hold on, this is cut off. There you go. The NFL will have a Wednesday game to open 2026 with the 49ers versus the Rams in Australia, being played either on Wednesday or Thursday as part of the opening weekend per Our Sand Puck, whoever that is. Whichever day the game does not take place, the Seahawks home opener will be on.
Wednesday either played on Wednesday or Thursday. Then why would it be called the Wednesday game? Like, yeah, I know Australia is, I guess, a day in front of us.
Yeah, so it would be Thursday in Australia, but Wednesday for us. So that's something new the NFL is doing. Now we're starting the football season on a Wednesday instead of the traditional Thursday. I don't know how to feel about that.
It's okay. One of the people who's going to suffer and worse from that would be AEW. That would really hurt them if they do that.
Oh, AEW is gonna get hurt regardless. Now that Paramount bought Warner Bros. And they also air the UFC events on Saturdays.
I think it's going to help them maybe slightly better than if Netflix took over. I mean, yeah, TKO's in both camps, but I think they have slightly a better chance for Paramount. But they're already talking about how they're gonna, do a bunch of cutbacks. I mean, obviously, when you're emerging companies, there's going to be a lot of people going to have the same jobs for the same for different companies. So obviously, they're going to eliminate jobs.
So I'll ask you guys this: no, last season just ended, literally a month ago. But should we cover the very first Wednesday NFL game in the sports history?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I think we should.
Okay.
Depending on what time of the day it is, of course, because if it's played at, say, 8 p.m. in Australia, that's going to start at like 5 p.m. here. So you guys might actually not be available.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I'll make sure my ass is available.
It would be like... Yeah, for me, I probably wouldn't make the first part because I would literally be just getting off from work. So, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. I mean, I think we need to start to bring back NFL Europe.
I mean, pretty soon we're going to have fucking football games every day of the week. Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, that's where wrestling's heading. I mean, technically, if you really think about it, most of the weekday you have wrestling. Like, yeah, Monday is Raw, then Tuesday's NXT, Wednesday is AEW, Thursday is TNA, Friday is SmackDown, and then Saturday is either pay-per-view nights or Collision. And there's hardly anyone doing Sundays anymore. So it's like, I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I fell out of football. There was just too much football. You have Sunday football, Saturday football, Thursday football, Monday football. Like,
They also had college football.
And it looks like we're heading there again.
Yeah. So like, there's just too much. I don't even. I mean, is UFL playing right now? Because I mean, I knew.
Yes.
No, UFL has taken over.
AC again?
No, I'm here.
I was saying like UFL is still a thing, yeah. Unfortunately.
No, I mean, no, I know they're still a thing. I mean, are they playing right now?
The UFL starts on March 27th.
I'm pretty soon.
Stop this ad.
Well, Tech says, so the N in NFL means nothing anymore. It's not supposed to be America's sport. Why is it N for national, not WFL? I mean, honestly,
I don't blame them. I don't blame them for thinking that.
Honestly, like baseball. I mean, baseball should be an Olympic sport, but I mean, you have basketball's an Olympic sport. You got.
I mean, like, but the game's being worldwide now, like in every other country but the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, baseball's starting to branch out there. I mean, you got in not everywhere, but it's starting to be. I mean, it's in Canada, obviously, and it's in Japan. Like, if it spreads through Europe, then we can have baseball as a Olympic sport, and then, I mean, I think football could be an Olympic sport as itself because, I mean, I think that's more Olympic sport than fucking breakdancing. I mean, that's bullshit. Like a a gold medal breakdancer, like that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Who came to the board meeting and it's like, hey, you guys want to put any other sports into the Olympics that you can think of? Oh yeah, breakdancing. Like yeah, anyone could do it, but like, imagine you go back home. I'm a gold medalist breakdancer now.
People would laugh at you in the fucking streets.
Funny you mentioned baseball in the Olympics because there's a proposal after how the success of the World Baseball Classic has been so far this year. There's a proposal by MLB players that they want the Olympics in 2028, the Summer Olympics, and because it's going to be in LA, they want the Summer Olympics to determine the teams who play in 2029's World Baseball Classic while still offering the standard Olympic medal rankings as well. And it's gonna and if that actually happens, it's gonna pause the MLB season for like 2 weeks in like the middle of August or whatever it is.
I think that'd be okay.
I'm all for baseball being back in the Olympics. That was the only reason I watched the Olympics when I did.
Well,
I'm all for like basketball being having their dream team of '92 and banging half the bitches in LA anyway. You
hey,
got me
you
in
know what?
that thing.
I have an idea. I think that's revolutionary. I think this should definitely be part of the Olympics. Actually, this could be in the Winter or Summer Olympics. It's
What?
the air hockey Olympics. What about that?
Did you
Like you
say
can be
air hockey Olympics?
a gold medalist air hockey
Oh, jeez.
Air
player.
hockey.
Yeah.
That's not as bad as what I saw a couple weeks ago about sex being a sport in Sweden. Yes,
Sex,
that's an actual report too. They're
sex,
planning a tournament to pretty much be a tournament of who has the better sex in Sweden.
Well, I guess those judges. I hope those judges are going to be getting jerked off a lot.
I found this out because one of my brothers sent it to me on Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's funny as shit to even hear it as a sport in Sweden. The fact that they're making a tournament about who has the better homemade sex tape.
That's a little.
Hell, I'm watching.
That's a little weird, but okay.
I still think Olympic air hockey team. I think that would be great. Like, think about it. You can have like a air hockey table, and you can actually do several of them at once. You probably can have the whole tournament in one day.
Bro, these ads are
I mean,
fucking
you know, if
ridiculous.
it became a real tournament, if it does become a real tournament, you know, Texas is probably going to be getting front row seats in case Alexa Bliss is ever involved in it.
Can this ad get off my fucking screen, please?
Y'all know that would be true, right?
Professional wrestling gold medalist.
I already have those. One is Kurt Angle.
I'm saying that in the sport of gold medals, I mean, you have gold medalist. I mean, yeah, of course, you got Kurt Angle. I'm talking about like in the Olympic Games, you got professional wrestling gold in the Olympics.
You can't have professional wrestling in the Olympics because professional wrestling is fucking scripted.
Mm-hmm.
To have Vince McMahon be the guy who's out there putting the gold medal on people.
Oh, Casey. All right, well, let's get to our main topic of the night so we can get out of here because we crossed midnight, which is what I was trying to avoid. Fuck you and your ad. All right, so
Like, go pee-pee.
Great. I can't do anything about these ads, guys. Sorry. These ads are These ads are atrocious on fucking USA Today. They're fucking everywhere. Paramount beats Netflix for Warner Bros. Come on. In the dirty and very expensive fight to buy storied Hollywood studio Warner Bros., Paramount Skydance came out on top. The deal comes at the end of a fraught bidding war for Warner Bros., HBO, HBO Max, and many cable networks under the Warner Bros. Discovery umbrella that originally named Netflix the winner back in December. But Paramount, headed by CEO David Ellison, and fresh off another merge with Skydance, would not be stopped in his quest to win the day. After a hostile takeover attempt, an eventual huge bid of $31 a share in cash, topping Netflix's proposed $27.75 per share. Paramount also offered $45.7 billion in equity, personally guaranteed by Oracle's billionaire co-founder Larry Ellison, David's father. It adds up to a whopping $110 billion where Netflix was only offering a seemingly paltry deal worth $72 billion. Given 4 days to offer a counter offer, Netflix ultimately decided to bow out. In a statement, Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters thanked Warner Bros. CEO David Zaslav and other executives for running a fair and rigorous process, which I have this statement right here. I should be able to see this. Yeah? Okay, cool. Hollywood, California, February 26, 2026. Netflix Inc. today announced that it has declined to raise its offer for Warner Bros. Netflix has earlier received notice from Warner Bros. Discovery that the board of directors has determined Paramount Skydance latest proposal constitutes a superior proposal under the terms of WBD's existing merger agreement with Netflix. Netflix issued the following statement in response from co-CEO Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters. The transaction we negotiated would have created shareholder value with a clear path to regulatory approval. However, we've always been disciplined, and at the price required to match Paramount Skydance's latest offer, the deal is no longer financially attractive. So we are declining to match Paramount Skydance's bid. Warner Bros. Is a world-class organization, and we want to thank David Zaslav, Gunnar Wiedenfels, Bruce Campbell, Brad Singer, and WBD board for running a fair and rigorous process. I feel like that's a fucking jab at WBD right there. We believe we would have been strong stewards of Warner Bros. Iconic brands, and that our deal would have strengthened the entertainment industry and preserved and created more production jobs in the United States. But this transaction was always a nice to have at the right price, not a must have at any price. Netflix's business is healthy, strong, and growing organically, powered by our slate and best-in-class streaming service. This year, we'll invest approximately $20 billion in quality films and series, and will expand our entertaining offering consistent with our capital allocation policy. We'll also resume our share repurchase program. We will continue to do what we've done for more than 20 years as a public company, delight our members, profitably grow our business, and drive long-term shareholder value. So that's that. It is all a lot of numbers, a lot of statements from rich executives, a lot of regulatory hurdles to jump, and a lot of uncertainty, particularly for the thousands of employees of both Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery, who could lose their jobs as the soon-to-be mega corporation tries to eliminate the huge debt load the merger will cause. And that's all only if the merger goes through. Any consolidation of this size will need regulatory approval from the Trump administration and international governments. But many industries and Wall Street expects the U.S. will give the go-ahead, since Larry Ellison, the world's second richest person, has close ties with the Trump administration. So what do you think of Paramount coming in and swiping Warner Bros. Away from Netflix?
I mean, honestly, I don't blame Netflix doing it, because they weren't buying like the channels, so they would pay more for less, honestly, while Paramount is buying everything. They're buying every single bit of the property, while Netflix really just wanted to, like, the HBO and a couple other things. They didn't want the channels because honestly, channels are dying. I mean, cable is dying. I mean, it's like eventually, I mean, everything will be away from cable unless they'll do. The only way the cable can come back from the dead is if they can make it cheaper for people to watch it. But when you can say, "Hey, I can watch uh, uh, HBO Max and have all that stuff," and then you can have Netflix, Paramount, and like, yeah, that's all stuff that's pretty much up to cable prices now.
Yeah, but
But you're
if you want the streaming services, which eventually, once the deal goes through, HBO Max is going to get merged into Paramount Plus. As of right now, though, if you want both services, you're going to pay 2 subscription fees, and then if you also want CBS, they used to have their own thing. I guess now that's under Paramount Plus. But
yeah,
if you want HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Netflix,
Disney,
Stars, I believe has their own thing. Disney
Disney,
Plus, ESPN Plus, ESPN DTC, and whatever. YouTube TV, just to have everything at your disposal. You're gonna pay the cost of what it would cost to have cable anyway.
and actually plus more because YouTube TV last time before I left them, it was $80 a month.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
went up. Yeah, it went up.
and the thing was, the only reason I was having that was like, oh, I can watch AEW and I can watch Raw and SmackDown on
Like
it. And but
HBO
ever since,
HBO Max is $12 a month normally. Paramount Plus is $14 a month. Netflix is if you want no ads, it's $18 a month plus tax, and this is all before tax, by the way. Disney Plus, I don't know what that one is. I heard it's like $13 a month. Hulu's another one. I forgot that one. Hulu for no ads, I believe, is like 15. Peacock, I think, is still 10 with no ads. It might have went up. I don't know. ESPN DTC is $30 a month. That much we know. ESPN Plus, I think, is $20 a month. So if you want all those services right there, that's about $100 plus paying your internet bill.
yeah. So
So
that's why I was like, I mean, like the cable channels are dying, and the only way they'll ever come back is they got to make it cheaper, and they're not going to want to do that, and so that's going to be the death of cable. I mean, that's the only way they can come back because I mean, yeah, you have DVR, but I mean, the pluses with streaming is like, well, you can watch anything at your disposal at any time. Like, if you know what the product is on one streaming device, like, you know what you're getting. But if you're watching TV, if you don't have a DVR, like, you just have to just watch it and just happen to watch it when it's live.
Tech
You know,
says Tech says get ready to see less films brought to theaters since one studio is absorbing the other. Paramount
he's
killed
correct.
Paramount killed Star Trek with their woke crap, so they had to buy another slate of titles to ruin. Well, I'm glad you said that, Tex, because here's everything that Paramount is going to own, including what they already have. They are going to own TNT, CBS, CNN, MTV, TCM, Turner Classic Movies, Showtime, Adult Swim, DC Studios. They already have Paramount Plus, obviously. Nickelodeon, HBO and HBO Max, Comedy Central, and Cartoon Network. That's the That's the channels, like the cable channels and streaming networks that they're all going to own.
The
Wait, no
past.
TBS?
What's that, Kratos?
There you go.
No TBS, I've noticed.
Yeah, that's weird. TBS isn't on the list.
That's probably that's probably a mistake. I
Maybe.
mean, they figured that's the same thing as TNT. I mean,
Maybe.
it's a mistake.
Paramount's film rights. Paramount's film rights now filled with Warner Bros. Heavyweights. Star Trek, Gremlins, Beetlejuice, DC Comics, Tom and Jerry, Harry Potter, Citizen Kane, Transformers, A Quiet Place, Looney Tunes, The Conjuring, Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, Dora the Explorer, Mission Impossible, Lord of the Rings, SpongeBob, Avatar The Last Airbender, TMNT, Dune 3, distribution rights, Minecraft movie distribution rights, and Monsterverse distribution rights.
Well, I'm hearing that they are making Gremlins 3. And we're not sure if they're actually going to make Beetlejuice 3. I mean, especially since the mom. I mean, they did kill the mom in the second one, but like, I don't know. I mean, I
very good actors from the first one. A known pedo, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, Tex doesn't like that one either because on the tombstone they had the pedo's face on the tombstone. I was like, yeah, that was kind of stupid. I don't know why they wanted to place the guy's fucking face on there. Like, I thought that was kind of stupid. But, like, I like Beetlejuice. Was it better than the first one? No, but, like, kind of hard to do these franchise when one movie is like back in the 80s and then the other one's way in the 2020s. Like, I mean, you have almost 30, 40 years separation. I mean, I'm shocked that now you have the mom who's dead. I mean, gosh, Michael Keaton is old as fuck, but he did it just fine this previous one. But I still hadn't heard any rumblings if they're gonna do a third movie. But like, honestly, they're doing the Mortal Kombat movies.
The second one comes out in exactly 2 months from today.
They always do something with Mission Impossible. TMNT is always a good thing. Lord of the Rings, that thing is dead. I'm pretty sure, like, you can't do much more than that.
Lord of the Rings died with Rings of Power and wokeness.
Looney Tunes really hasn't been a thing since the 90s.
They just had a new movie, didn't they?
They just had... They had the Space Jams 2 recently, and that was it.
It was horrible.
No, Looney Tunes had Looney Tunes had a new movie recently.
Not that I know of.
I'm looking it up right now. New Looney Tunes movie.
But I mean, honestly, like I said before, I think Netflix made the right move because they would pay more for less, while Paramount's getting everything for that price. So, I mean, Warner Brothers could go one way or another. They could have sold half of it for that amount, and then sold the rest of it, or kept the other half.
Yeah, they did. I was right. They had a new movie recently. It was last year. It's called it's called The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. A new 2D animated buddy comedy featuring Porky Pig and Daffy Duck, Released in theaters in early 2025 by Ketchup Entertainment and Warner Bros. Animation. Directed by Peter Braungart. The feature-length film focuses on the duo saving the world from an alien invasion, and it was scheduled for streaming as of June 27th of last year.
I would add text, but I can't add text to this call.
I mean, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but you guys probably want to wrap the show up soon anyway, right?
Yeah, I want to eat.
Yeah.
He says Beetlejuice 3 was greenlighted some time ago. I mean, I know they wanted to do it, especially. I mean, like I said, I like the second one, but I mean, I know there's problems with the second one, but I enjoyed the second one. But let's look at AEW. Do you think that's going to hurt AEW more under Paramount or under Netflix?
I think Netflix would completely take away. Well, I think they would. WWE, I think, might force Netflix hand to like do away with AEW's TV and streaming deal. Paramount, all Paramount will do is preempt it for UFC when they have UFC events on Saturday nights.
I think that's right. I think more likely they will survive on Paramount than on Netflix because, yeah, I mean, look, a lot of the WWE product is going to Netflix. I mean, they're damn near Peacock right now internationally, you know?
Pretty much. But,
so,
Kratos, I know you had that topic about Hopper or that movie, whatever it is. I'm not too familiar about it. I don't know if you wanted to talk about that real quick or if you want to just...
Pixar movie. It came to my attention because my partner saw it like literally on Friday.
Oh, okay.
I only brought it to you guys' attention because it all came out at the same time as The Bride, which was a modern day, I assume, woke Bride of Frankenstein. And Bride of Frankenstein is the selling point for that story because it only made $13 million on a $90 million budget opening weekend.
Now, that sounds almost as bad as the fucking Melania movie.
Well, the Hoppers movie made $88 million, number one worldwide, on a $150 budget.
At $150 million budget?
Yep, $150 million budget, and they made $88 million of it back in box office worldwide.
So, but that movie. So how is that movie number one then if it's bombing?
No, The Bride is flatlining. They had a $90 million budget and only made $13 million in the same weekend.
Right.
It's number one worldwide, given what's out already.
But you said the Hopper had a $150 million budget and only made $88 million back. So that movie.
Opening weekend. It's just the opening weekend for both movies.
Right.
Compared the two. Hey. Hopper's is doing better than the freaking Bride movie.
So you're saying Hopper is probably going to make their money back, and obviously the Bride won't.
Yeah.
Even though movie viewership at the movie theaters generally decreases by at least like 20% after the opening weekend. So it sounds like the Hopper movie that movie still got a hurdle to climb. It sounds like to be considered a flop.
There's our answer. There's our answer. Heck said the Bride was awful. He walked out of it.
Oh my god, damn. WB owns 10% of AEW.
Movie enthusiast here.
Yeah.
That's horror movie enthusiast here.
Yeah. WB owns 10% of AEW, so there will be a conflict of interest with Paramount. Yeah, that's why I said when they have UFC stuff on Saturday nights when Collision would be on. They'll preempt Collision or they'll put it on a different night.
So yeah, that would mean that Paramount will own 10% of. I guess that means they'll own 10% of AEW.
Yeah, while having a partnership with WWE. Well, not WWE, but TKO.
Yeah.
Which is where the preemption will come in, because you know damn well WWE will throw their weight around to make sure
definitely.
AEW gets preempted by UFC.
Oh,
But final thoughts on anything that we talked about tonight? You guys good, or you have anything else you want to say regarding what we talked about tonight?
I hope you. I hope you guys be voting for me as being chief taster for Wendy's.
Okay,
Jesus.
so let's see if he actually goes through with it.
If he does go through with it, I will vote for him.
All right, Kratos, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here? I always let you go first because Casey takes 10 years to talk about his channel.
Well, I'll be doing a sports prediction podcast next Sunday for the selection Sunday of the college basketball tournament. I will be running a full-fledged bracket on my predictions podcast next week. And I mean full-fledged bracket. We'll be going through all the games and who we think is going to win each game, each round, all the way to the national championship.
All right, sounds good.
Live on air.
And that's next Sunday night, right? Do you guys have a time frame for that
Sunday
yet?
night, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Next Sunday night, 8 p.m.
So literally right at the same time AEW starts.
What, Revolution?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck 'em. Oh wow! All right, well, you heard it here first.
Like the buddy and pimp of YouTube, Fleekazoid said, "Fuck him, fuck him." All right, I'll just fire them all right now.
And is that going to be on your channel or someone else's channel?
On my channel. On my channel.
On your channel. MK3 Kratos on YouTube. Will it be on YouTube or Twitch or both?
YouTube. YouTube
right.
only.
MK3 Kratos on YouTube. Find him there. Check out the podcast.
Twitch and their ambassadors.
He's moving to YouTube. Yep. No more. No ex-porn stars for him. Thank you.
I get enough of that. I don't need ex-porn stars crossing over into my gaming. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that woman a chance, but if she starts letting her past influence Twitch's future, I'm gone too.
They already lost me when they had her as an ambassador. One of 50 different ones. There were 50 total new ambassadors.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. All right, Casey, what do you got coming up on your channel? What did you upload today or yesterday or recently? What do you got?
I've been uploading. My nose is all clogged up.
He uploaded his nose being clogged up, you guys. You heard it here first.
But I've been uploading Car Jaguar games, but the last few days, uploading some TurboGrafx games. I actually recorded a ton of TurboGrafx games. So, but lately my views has gone in the toilet. So, but I'm trying to just keep at it because I mean I enjoy making them, but I like to do the comparison between two consoles, so I will continue to do that, but I just wish my views would go up.
You'll get there eventually.
I think sometimes you hit those slow times. But, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try to get one out for tomorrow, or at least by Tuesday, and TurboGrafx games.
Now, I said I was going to do a Pokemon Coliseum stream last night. I was playing another game, got pissed off at it, and decided I didn't feel like doing shit after that. So that's what happened to that stream yesterday. So I will be doing that stream later this week, probably on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, I'll be going back to DBZ Dokkan Battle for one last push to finish the 11th anniversary events that I did not clear. The anniversary officially ends at 4 a.m. on Tuesday morning, which will then bring in new events which while I'm still live, if I'm still live at that point, I'll probably start tackling those events as well. Tuesday, not doing anything. Wednesday, probably do the Pokemon Coliseum stream. I wanted to ask you guys. I know baseball is not really a big topic on this channel. I mean, obviously, I like baseball. I don't know how much you guys like baseball. I don't think really Casey cares at all.
I'll be doing a fantasy baseball draft with a couple people I know.
One
of them being EJ.
I was thinking since the World Baseball Classic is on right now, the big international tournament. The finals is a 1-game playoff on March 17th at 8 p.m. I wanted to get your opinion on whether or not you guys wanted to cover the game with me or not.
Sure.
So,
sure, I'm down.
I don't know about if Casey wants to join, he can. If not, oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, the final game will be March 17th, 8 p.m. As of right now, 20 teams started in this tournament. 2 teams have already been eliminated, and 1 team has qualified for the next round. So,
is Canada eliminated?
Not yet. No, Czechia, which is the Czech Republic, they got eliminated, and Great Britain got eliminated. And Japan made it to the next round so far.
Figures.
But I guess that'll be it for tonight, guys. So check out D-Real Gaming Live, GTA 5 roleplay videos and live streams over there on this channel. Follow me right here on Twitch and YouTube. Subscribe to both channels if you're not already. Greatly appreciate it. If you have Twitch Prime, it don't cost you a dime, and I'll get paid for it at the same time. As long as no porn stars start injecting more porn into the platform. All the links are down below so you know when to go live and upload videos. And yeah, with that being said, live tomorrow night, live Wednesday, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so for Casey is Raw and MK Kratos, shout out to the chat. We had Tex, TSS, Core Capture. We had Commando Striker 304. We had Jupiter. And we had Arushin Chu up in this bitch.
Jupiter, you will hear from on my podcast on Tuesday and next Sunday.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Check out Kratos' channel again, MK3 Kratos on Twitter. Check out on YouTube. Check out Casey's YouTube for whatever he does. Maybe one day you'll see him stick a quarter up his ass.
That's Tommy.
With that being said, my name is The Rose for MK Kratos. Casey is Raw. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good week. Yeah, if anything, well, I'd say we do another show next week to make up for the lack of shows, but it seems like Kratos is already spoken for next week. So as long as no more bullshit happens, the next show should be on March 22nd. With that being said,
if there's something to talk about, I'm always up for it. If there's nothing to talk about, I mean, honestly, I don't mind hanging out. But if there's no topic, it's hard to. I mean, honestly, when we find a topic that's interesting, like the gambling thing, we went left field out of that one. But it was a good topic, though.
Yeah, well, I'm eventually gonna stop being lazy and get the fucking server outfitted for actually sharing it to people. I know I've been sitting on that for a while. Like I said at the beginning of this show has been cursed for the last few months. Maybe I got to get a hold of Danhausen and have him lift the curse. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, with that being said, guys, my name is The Rose. For Casey is Raw. MK Kratos. Have a good night, everybody. Good week. Enjoy your video games. Enjoy your sports. Enjoy whatever the fuck you're doing. Have a good night, everybody. Until next time, we'll catch your ass down the road.